So hello everyone, in this video we'll be discussing a Leetcode question named valid parenthesis. So let us see the question. So we are given a string s containing some characters of brackets and we need to determine if the given string is valid or not. So an input string is valid if open bracket must be closed by the same type of bracket, every open bracket must be closed in the correct order, and every closing bracket should have a corresponding opening bracket of the same type. So let us go through the example. So here we have an opening bracket, we also have a corresponding closing bracket, so the output is true. Here we have an opening bracket, we also have a corresponding closing bracket. We have an opening bracket here, we also have a corresponding closing bracket. Same for the last one, the opening bracket and the closing bracket. So here also we have the output as true. So here also we have an opening bracket, but we don't have the closing bracket of the same type, so that's why the output here is false. So let us check one more example, that we can also have some nested brackets as well. Like we can have some example like this also. So let us check. Like here we have an opening bracket, we also have the corresponding closing bracket. So we'll remove this. We have an opening bracket, we have the corresponding closing bracket. So we'll remove this. We have an opening bracket, we have the closing bracket. So this string was valid because every other opening bracket was matched with the corresponding closing bracket of the same type. So like what we can do here, so we'll notice that whenever we encounter the closing bracket, the last element should be the corresponding opening bracket of the same type. So if that is the case, we'll continue iterating through the string, elsewhere we'll like return false if the condition does not match. So like we just need to keep track of the elements, and whenever we encounter the closing bracket, we just need to check the last element is of the corresponding opening bracket or not. So for that we can create a stack, and we can have the top element of stack which we can compare to the string. So let us code down the problem. So here n is the length of the string, and we have declared a stack st. Now we'll iterate through the string. So we can have two cases, either we have like opening bracket or we have closing bracket. So if we have any opening bracket, here also we can have three types of opening bracket. So whenever we'll encounter any opening bracket, we'll just push it into a stack, and just we'll keep iterating to the next element of the string. Or else if we encounter any closing bracket, so we just need to keep track that if the top element of the stack is of the corresponding opening bracket or not. So here also we can have like three cases, because we can have three types of closing brackets. So we'll write code separately for each of them. The condition would be same for three of them, so we'll write for the one and just copy into the rest of the two. So like if the like stack's top element is not equal to the like corresponding opening bracket, which is in this case this one. So if the stack's top empty is not equal to the corresponding opening bracket, we'll just return false. Or else if it is it matches, we'll just like pop the element and continue for the rest of the string. So here also we will have one more condition, if the stack is empty or not. We'll check that, because if the stack is empty, we don't have any top element, so we'll just return false, because we have a corresponding we'll have a closing bracket, but we don't have anything inside stack, so we can't have a valid pair at that time, so we'll return false. Same for the rest of the two. So we'll just write it properly. So same condition here as well for the rest of the two, so I'll just copy and make some changes. We just need to change the corresponding opening bracket. Now if we completed the iteration and we reach the end of the string, that means we have successfully iterated through all the elements. Now we'll check if currently the stack is empty or not. If the stack is empty, that means we have all the brackets matching and will return true. Else anything is left inside the stack will just return false, because we don't have matching pair for that. So this is how this code will work. I'll just quickly recap through that. Here n is the length of the string and we have declared the stack. We are iterating through the entire string, and whenever we encounter any opening bracket, we'll just push inside the stack. Elsewhere, if it is the closing bracket, we'll check if the stack is empty or not. And also we'll check the condition if the corresponding, if this top element of the stack is a corresponding opening bracket or not. If this if any of this condition is not met, will return false. Elsewhere we'll pop that element because we found matching pair for that closing bracket. Same for the other two brackets, and if we will continue doing this till we complete the string. And after completing that string, we'll check again in the stack if our stack is empty or not. If a stack is empty, that means we found valid pair for each of them. If a stack is not empty, that means some of the elements are present inside the stack which doesn't have the corresponding match for the brackets. That means our string is not a valid pair, our string is not valid. That means will return false. So let us see if this is working. So yeah, the code successfully run. So hope you understood this question. Thank you.